Hello, friends and fans. It's Michael Pierce. Things have changed. Life goes up and down. I gotta say, a couple of days ago, I was spending some time thinking about all the things that hadn't worked out well. And then, like magic, um, the contrast appeared in my life. Um, yeah, sometimes when we're focused on just one area of our lives, like I've been focused for the last 3 years on promoting the natural health food product that saved my life because I, for lack of a better description, felt it was my divine mission to share what I'd learned about restoring one's health and going from huge to heart healthy just by eating right food, thinking better, and improving your intake choices every time you took the time to think about it. And as you do it more and more often, it just becomes habit and things get better. So as I shared what worked and that didn't work for me, I started to become frustrated. And in my frustration, I started looking at all the things that weren't working. Unfortunately, because I'm surrounded by other striving individuals that are positive and reinforcing and understand the nature of self-improvement, when I took my step back and complained about where I was, a couple of people came along and shared positives with me. That helped me to flip a switch. So as I went from the intellectual, you don't have a lot of money, you're not making any money at your business online, you actually spend more money than you make, um, the good things appeared in my life. I can happily say that my Canada Health Talks group has had like 300 people join it in the last 60 days since I started this self-improvement program. I'm now up over 415 members. I don't even know where they're all coming from, but the couple that have stopped to talk to me just basically said that I rank highly up on these keywords on Facebook in their searches, and that's why so many people from these particular area in Europe, since a lot of them are from Eastern and Northern Europe. It's just how things sort out in the search engine. You spend enough time talking about healthy and wholesome and raw food, and people that want to talk about that subject come to respect you. And it turns out that my site has a 96% trust factor, and I didn't even know that it was important. But it turns out it's one of the 5 key ranking factors upon which algorithms are set. And I had no idea that it was such a rare thing. A lot of popular company sites from big corporations have like 50% trust factor. And even well-known gurus tend to be up in the 80s or 90s because sooner or later somebody complains that you're a jerk or an asshole and that gets flagged. And, you know, I've had that misfortune really, and that's another way that I'm blessed. So again, it all depends what you're looking at. So I can't complain. I'm turning 50 this year. I have a loving wife. We are celebrating, well, we did celebrate earlier this year, 28 years together. Pretty soon it's going to be 30. I have 2 grown kids, one of which I live with, that has presented us with 3 wonderful grandchildren, and we get to spend time at home in the day after we do our work routine out separately in the morning working for our contract jobs at the same time. We get to spend the morning together with ourselves, sometimes interrupted by our grandchildren, but let's face it, that's not an interruption, that's a life's pleasure, so I'm not even going to suggest that that's something to complain about. My life is full of abundance and joy. I have gifts in measures that most people are jealous of, and maybe that's part of the problem. I don't appreciate, or at least don't publicly share all the things I have to be appreciative of. I live in a wonderful home. It's 5 bedroom, 4 bath, and I share that with 6 people. And since there are 2 married couples in the house, one that has 3 kids and us with no kids, it works really, really well. I have an ensuite that's the nicest place I've ever been in my whole life outside of a 27 plus to floor in a big hotel sort of situation. And wow, I get up bright and early every morning. I have a routine that allows me to stop, um, set my intentions, say prayers, prime my day in a nice natural surrounding that forces me to walk. My work routine makes me exercise. I am healthy. I am active. I am turning 50. I have energy. I have focus. I have drive. I have a passion for sharing what works when it comes to heart healthy foods and better cooking options, better storage options. I honestly believe, I mean, I don't even make any money on this, but you should filter your damn water. Think about it. There's so many more contaminants every year in the world than you've ever thought of, and now they're in our drinking water. If you don't filter your water, you don't care about your health, and really, I can't help you. It all starts with respecting yourself enough to think about everything you let in. And until recently, I hadn't understood the nature and the necessity of making sure that this included what I let into my mind. So one of the things I did a bunch of years ago was I stopped watching televised news and broadcast television. If I'm going to watch a serialized TV, I go to like Netflix and watch it commercial free. You couldn't pay me to sit down and subject myself to 20 minutes of commercials to watch an hour's worth of television, or 25 minutes of commercials to watch an hour worth of television, whatever they've got it down to now. Yeah, I'm not going to go back on the negative. This is all about the positive. So life just keeps getting better and better. My wife has just gotten a improvement in her contract job. She gets to take a whole week off between leaving one contract and starting the next. It's going to be a 50% increase for her. It brings her up to a almost 40-hour work week. It leaves me working 30 hours a week and able to pick up her extra 10 of her hours if it needs to be flipped over. So again, I've got that time freedom to work here on my blog and to network and talk to my new friends and just grow my following and share what I know works. Because let's face it, if I don't share what I know works, I'm doing everybody a disservice. Um, I don't know how many of you truly know my story. Please go to my blog, check it out, listen. If you know anybody that looks like that wants to be healthy and active and energetic again, just send it by. I'm just a guy that has a story that might help them out. So help me share it, please. Thank you. I am blessed, and I have full measure of everything any person could possibly want. The only area of my life I have yet to fulfill is having a business that I run that pays me enough that I don't have to worry about when I want to help somebody if I can just give them a month's supply of this life-changing product because I know they need it, and I know it was done for me. So, yeah, that's it. That's Michael in a box. Take care. Thank you all for helping me be free. Share who is the real me.